Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. We've got Chanel number 7.
Woohoo!
Was it Chanel number 8 or what is Chanel number are you?
5, yeah.
Chanel number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, there's already a 5. You can't be number 5.
Ah, okay, so then I have to be 8.
8. There you go. My favorite number.
Okay.
Chanel number 8. And she actually happens to be Chanel number 1105.
Yes.
She just joined the movement at 1105. As you all know, we're trying to get to 1 million. Mm-hmm. So these people who are just watching for the first time, especially Chanel's friends that are watching this,
yes.
Get out your phone, open up YouTube, or you're watching it on YouTube, obviously, and hit subscribe and hit like. Because you like Chanel. Everyone who doesn't like Chanel.
Oh,
what a beautiful name.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Chanel she got it immediately to be fantastic.
Yes.
She just came out of a workout.
Yes.
What yoga? What'd you do?
I did spin.
Spin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everyone needs to get excuse my language, hopefully that's okay. Kick-ass workout and spin.
Oh, you don't mind the F word, do you?
No, I love the F
Oh,
word.
I'm going to give you tell me where to go now.
Okay,
Sure.
so you're going to go straight.
Straight, okay.
And, yeah, you'll turn left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the professional way of being fantastic is fan-fucking-tastic.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Is that great?
I love that
That's
one.
a good one.
That was the best one.
That's the top level.
Yeah, that's
and no one takes offense to that word.
No.
And I don't even put it down
left at the stoplight.
And I don't even put it down as explicit language because it's too positive.
It's too positive.
And
it evokes an emotion, it wakes you up.
It just gives you a big boost of energy.
Yeah,
it's the professional level.
I love that.
So
okay, fan-fucking-tastic.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Everybody, I mean, if you're fan-fucking-tastic, life is beautiful. Life should be beautiful.
That's the way it is intended to be.
But they put all these barriers.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents teach us fear, which is a shame. But they're amateurs. All parents are amateurs.
Yeah,
How many kids in your family?
just one. I have
just
half
one.
brother. Yeah.
Okay, so most parents make less mistakes after 6 kids.
Okay, yeah.
So they made a lot of mistakes with you, but they loved you. It's not their fault.
No.
Well,
they did the best under their circumstances.
Yeah.
I think I actually wrote a book about my life.
Did you?
I did. And because I was previously had a spinal fusion, was addicted to opioids, the medical system, overdose, came back. And so through those experiences, I wanted to flip my life and transmute, especially where we're at with the current opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
I wanted to share my story. And even during withdrawals, like the thing that was helped, because I chose to do it holistic, staying in a positive state of mind, but also thinking of all the humans that it was going to affect as far as the lessons that I would be able to bring forward for people and help them.
Right.
And that's what kept me, grounded and kept me pushing each day, through that. And I had only known my partner, who's now been with for like 2 years or so, 2.5 years, coming on 2 years, and that's as long as I've been healthy, that we only knew each other 2 days. And it was me fully trusting and believing in the universe of what I was being brought, and I needed to pay attention.
Right.
And I needed to be in full belief of myself and full belief of what was going on. Actually, go straight.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to let people know about that too. I am in the same realm as this, as far as like getting people to, by changing themselves, you have to act the way you want to act.
You're the perfect person to be part of this movement.
Yeah.
But what's funny is when you get close to death, you start to appreciate life more.
Oh, 100%.
And I always say that you hit 55 years old before you realize how important every day is. Experience death in the family or dying yourself, or traveling extensively.
Yes.
Now, I was lucky enough. I was orphaned at 9, and I traveled around the world at 17.
Wow.
Hitchhiked around the world.
Yeah.
And so I got it early on. So I was lucky, in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
But people need to open their eyes and see that today is worth living for.
100%.
Because
100%.
Many philosophers have said, enjoy each day as though it's your last.
Yeah.
Because one day it will be your last.
Exactly. Well, and two, then you're actually living. Because the thing about life is meant to be, like we talked about, actually live life is taking risks and going past your comfort zone. And like you've done and you're proving, like being happy and truly happy and allowing ourselves to be happy, because we have to do those things to make us happy. And that's doing the things that you love to do and just being in a positive state of mind with people. Yeah, kind of, giving back, all these things that obviously some of the most successful people have done. And they trust themselves too. You have to learn to trust yourself.
Well, you have to know that you come first.
You come first, exactly.
You can't make anyone else happy until you're happy.
Yeah.
You can't love anyone else unless you love yourself.
Self-love is the biggest thing on this planet.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing. Because when you love yourself, you'll do those things for yourself to make to make you love yourself.
Right.
And like you said, you cannot give what you do not give to yourself. The tank's empty.
Exactly.
You got to give to yourself first.
It makes me so happy when I pick someone up that knows what's going on. It's very rare, actually. But,
really? Wow. Okay.
And I actually transform people's lives every single day that don't know what's going on. And if I have more than 5 minutes, I can usually enlighten them.
Yeah.
And it's just an enlightenment. It's just, I'm not saying anything different than anyone else has in the past, But I like using this quote lately. The best 2 days in a person's life, Mark Twain said this, but I'm doing it gender specific. The 2 best days in a person's life are the day they are born and the day they discover why. Yes. And you discovered why recently, right? Yeah. So it puts you on a whole mission, and you can't wait till you get up in the morning to do what you want to do, right?
And that's the beautiful thing. It's like I chose, for me, I could have gone the route of like school, and I could have gone this route, but I chose to actually just do it. I chose to just start my own business. Like I have my own business now. I chose to write the book, and I chose to heal. I think that was my biggest thing, is I allowed myself to heal because I knew I deserved it. And even like my slogan of my company is allow healing, because we have to allow ourselves to heal. And healing is definitely, it's a tougher thing to do in life in the sense of, the work that goes into it, but it's beyond worth it, for how you feel and releasing and clearing and knowing that what you deserve. Because everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to live a long life. Everyone deserves, to actually enjoy their lives, not just live day to day. Yeah, like.
Well, I just spent 3 days at the Conscious Life Expo.
Did you? I was gonna go. By the way.
Wait till you see some of my interviews. I got at least 20 interviews. On spiritual people, the healers, the mediums. Yes. Oh my goodness! And you're right in line. You should have gone.
I know.
I can't believe you didn't go.
I know. Well, I was actually in LA, but I was doing a pop-up book. I was doing like a trade show out there. Okay. But it's interesting for me too, because I was actually going to do mediumship as my first career. That's actually what helped me get out of opioid addiction as well, was knowing that I had a purpose, and knowing, like, started to empower myself and started to get to know myself more and more. Because
I think you can cure yourself.
Yes.
So you're total proof of it.
Yep.
I did drugs in the past, of course, and I could have been a drug addict. My wife helped me a little bit. But I mean, I decided not to do it anymore. Yeah. And you can decide those things.
Totally.
You can decide you want to die too and die.
Yeah.
But you can decide you want to be happy and live every day and be kind.
Yes.
And be fantastic.
Fucking fantastic.
Be fan-fucking-tastic, people.
Yes.
It's really the only way to be. And you get so much energy from it.
I know.
And it's a giving thing.
It is a giving.
Even if you're feeling shitty.
Then you
say it.
I know.
Say the words.
Yeah.
They say I am are 2 most powerful words in the English language.
They are.
And you need to every day say affirmations. I am beautiful. I am happy. I am successful.
Yes.
I am fantastic.
Yes. I
right?
am love. I am
loved.
Yep.
Very good. That's a good one.
Yep.
I am loved.
Yes.
All you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love. Love is all you need.
Yeah. Well, when you smile too, like we were talking about earlier, even when, looking in the mirror, and I think that was a big one for me, is looking in the mirror and just saying I love you to myself and smiling at myself. And just doing that, it makes some people feel, comfortable. But that's it's such a powerful tool too.
Well, it's infectious.
It is.
You look better.
Yeah, you do.
You feel better.
Yeah.
I mean, so they say if you don't get enough serotonin, and you get it from exercise as well, I'm told.
Yeah.
But smiling gives it to you. It's been proven to lead to clinical depression.
Oh, it will. It will. Because.
And I heard if you use Botox, you can't smile as well.
Well, the thing about it is, our states are determined by, for me, all of my things in my life I call self-created. In terms of self-created illness, meaning my inner self. Like my I knew my inner reality was shaping my outer reality. So I understood that being in myself was going to be the most important thing.
Put this hat on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, for me and for everyone, it's just having an awareness to what is going on, in your thoughts, because their thoughts will create our reality.
Right.
They create, it's everything. As far as how we feel in the morning, you go straight. And you'll get off on Bolsa Chica, coming up.
Okay.
But it will.
Ooh, he just hit that truck.
It did.
Yeah. He knocked off the.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. We just witnessed an accident.
We did.
And that guy's
We
bummed,
send them
and
love
he's taking
and
off.
healing energy.
And you see, it's just such a rat race.
It is.
And this is all the rats are racing along the highway here, and he's a little bit bummed.
Yeah.
That was an accident. The guy should have stopped. If he was a fantastic person, he would have stopped and said, it's an accident, but all people care about is themselves.
Very selfish, yes.
They're selfish. There's a selfish, greedy, litigious society. And one guy added the other day, and evil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of evil out there.
There is. Well, I think it's because of how we're treating ourselves.
Could be.
Because when we treat ourselves when we're nice to ourselves, we want to be nice to other people. Because we feel good. Like you said, when we say things, what we say to ourselves and how we act towards ourselves, what we give ourselves is what we'll be able to get back.
Right.
Because usually how we treat others is a direct function of how we treat ourselves.
There you go.
Because, when you're happy, like when you feel good on the inside, you want to share that. You're
Exactly.
like, I want people to be happy because I'm happy. I don't want people to feel...
Well, I tell you, I just can't wait to get out in the morning and drive it a couple hours.
Yeah.
And meet someone like yourself and spread the love, spread the positivity.
The positivity.
Again, you see the logo, it's pollinating. The bee is pollinating positivity.
Oh, that's
is that
super
great?
Cool. I love that.
So did you join yet? Oh, okay. Everyone listening.
Yes.
No, you did join already, right? 11:05 or 11:05?
I was 11:05.
Yeah, so you've joined. Everyone listening, do the same thing. She's going to get her little sticker now for her phone because she's part of the international movement to make the world a better place. And 11:05 is a great number. I think you did join. I have such short-term memory. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
It's
actually
so
good.
bad.
That's actually no.
Well, no,
I
it's
heard
actually
it's actually good because some of the most positive people have short-term memory.
Well, I don't remember any of the bad times anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. As you shouldn't.
I did a whole
Always
comedy
change it.
routine on not having a memory. Something from CRS.
Oh,
You know what CRS is, right?
No, I do not.
Can't remember shit.
Can't remember shit. I love that. I love it.
It's a debilitating disease, but there are many positives.
Yeah.
I get to watch the same movie over and over again
Oh, there
and
you
not
go.
know the ending. I enjoy it as much every time. And I've been married 38 years.
Wow.
It's the same woman, and I wake up with a different lady every morning.
Oh.
So because of no memory. You get it?
It's like 51st dates.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the bad things. I mean, I try to remember the good things.
Well, you know what? If you do remember the bad, I think this is a big thing for me too.
I don't.
You can heal all of those things too.
Yeah.
Like, you see it the way it's intended to be seen. You can flip all these things. Like for me, my parents were alcoholics and addicts as well. And as a child, I was always very empathic. And so for me, I just remember how everything felt. How everything's felt. And so I held on to that when it was a root for me in drug abuse because I was still holding on to it, and I was still trying to search for that love and attention that I wasn't giving to myself, and I was holding on to that wound.
Right.
And you can release those wounds by confronting it. You can actually turn left up here. You can release those wounds by confronting it in a healthy manner and just seeing it as, like we talked about earlier, my parents were doing the best under their circumstances. And, my dad was actually, before he passed away, because my dad passed away too, but I had a near-death experience with him, and if he wouldn't have passed away, I would have never been where I am today. So I'm grateful for his passing.
Everything happens in the path of life,
It always does. And you can flip it. If my parents were an alcoholics and addicts too, then I wouldn't be able to be in the profession that I'm in. Right. I wouldn't be able to relate the way that I have. Literally everything in your life is a creation for you.
Yes.
And just seeing it that way, and seeing it in a manner for yourself, like we talked about earlier, that will benefit you and empower you, because everything is about empowerment on this planet.
Right.
The universe wants us to be empowered. The universe wants us, it's all love, like we talked about earlier. There is no, it's interesting, we have created the other side, and you can turn right here. We have created what you would label, like we talked about earlier, evil, or just, I like to say, negative belief systems. That's pretty much, belief systems are what dictate this planet.
Right.
You can choose to believe, like we said, that the planet's beautiful, it's love, it's happiness, it's bright, or you can choose to believe that the planet is the other way.
Right. That's very good.
And belief systems will dictate our reality. So if we believe that we do not deserve to be happy, then we will not be happy. If we believe we deserve...
Well, I always say positive thoughts manifest positive action.
Yeah.
Negative
100%.
thoughts manifest negative action.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to leave you with also is in life's journey, you're going to make left and right turns. Left turn is keep on the opioids. Right turn is get rid of the opioids.
Yeah.
You have to look at every decision you make as the correct decision. And when you do that, you're going to get confidence in your decision making. And with that confidence, you're going to get success. And with that success, you should get happiness.
It's true.
And it's all about believing that you're doing the right thing.
And it is.
Knowing you're doing the right thing.
You know
and
what?
you made the right turn.
And even if you feel like you're not on the path right now, it's about just making the choice, doing a small step towards that. You know, doing a small step for something for yourself to put, you know, like, because as humans, we can get very hard on ourselves. And it's not about, like, when you have an awareness to things, it's not about being hard to the point of holding so much guilt that you don't allow yourself to move forward. You turn right, actually. This is very synchronistic. We're about to right turn.
Yes.
And it's about...
There's no wrong turns. Had we turned left,
turns.
that would have given me a couple more minutes with this young lady, which would have been the right thing to do.
Exactly. So it's like anything in this life can be... Everything in this life is about recovery, right? It's just about how you recover. And it's just about getting back on your feet, you know? And I think for me, it was a big thing of even big pharma, you know, like when I decided to get healthy, that decision was for me love. So I was going to love the people in big pharma. I was going to love the doctors. And actually my previous pain management doctor who had prescribed me the opioids, he has now changed his treatment to holistic treatment. I met with him during the time of writing the book and it manifested. I just wrote him an email about being honest.
You know, big pharma made it against a law of holistic medicine in the 30s. You know that, right? I
did not know that.
Because they weren't making any money.
Wow.
It's terrible.
Yeah, well, of course. Because it is a business, 100%. And obviously, when you get into that system, and especially in addiction recovery, I mean, you could go me out. That's why I was motivated to get into, you know, do what I've done. Because I saw the discrepancies of what we do in this, you know, in this society, right here is to the right, towards, you know, people getting off of pharmacy.
Hello, America. Do you have a product or a service? Would you like to increase your business, earn customer loyalty, spread patriotism, and thank our veterans for the service to our country? You can do all that by joining Supporting Our Servicemen, a 501c3 dedicated to helping and thanking our veterans. Please join today at ilovesos.org.
I hope everyone enjoyed that commercial. By the way, SOS is totally free for veterans. It's totally free for your company. If you want to give discounts to to veterans, join. It's free. There's no cost whatsoever. Veterans put their zip code in to find where to buy things, where to shop, where to dine, and where to stay. So ilovesos.org. You saw the commercial. Hope you loved it. Hope you stayed and listened to more of Chanel and I's conversation. I'm going to do a podcast with her, which you can find at befantastictoday.com.
Love it.
Down the line, we're gonna talk because she's got a lot of great things. Unfortunately, the ride was only 15 minutes. I think she could talk for 51 minutes, if not more.
Probably.
And what's the name of your book? You should give the shout out for your book.
It's Heroine of the Heart.
Heroine?
Yeah, Heroine of the Heart.
So you were on heroin?
Well,
because my dad was a heroin addict.
Okay. Well, I call opiate because I went so far with the opiates, and you have to read it to figure it out. But for me, I came to realizations it was synthetic heroin, and for a lot of people, you know, that it gives them like but it is the same. As far as one and the same, because for me too, when I broke the belief system that I was just like a heroin, you know, because I'm going to withdraw the same, they're going to put me on the same things, and two, the level of amount of morphine level that I was taking was higher than what a street user would be.
Oh wow!
And ODing onto and you know, the acceleration of usage, right? So for me, and also to wake people up to what they're consuming, that is why it's Heroine of the Heart. And two, like heroin in the sense of courage and courageous woman.
Heroine, yeah.
Heroine, and so it's a pun.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know, to the heart, I believe the heart going forward is the number one guidance tool on this planet. Like when I was healing. That, and like when I was writing, this was on fire. I needed to confront this because this is too, heart connection is our connection to the planet. Like here is where, you know, happens with belief systems, like we have to get from here to here and you'll feel it. Like you'll feel, and especially with anything in life, like for me, I searched externally most of my life. So I was trying to fill the internal, which is, you know, here. And like love, and you'll feel it. You know, it's like when your heart's warm, and that's, you know, that's true healing.
Yeah.
So that is why too, the heart. And the heart is going to be the biggest thing going forward on this planet, too.
We hope we can get a more heartfelt people. What's
Yes.
the name of your website? You have a website as well?
I do have a website. As far as you can check me out on fusionwellness.shop.
And Instagram?
I do have an Instagram. It's fusion_wellness_co.
And my Instagram is B_fantastic forever.
I love it.
And the name of my book is Lester's Legacy. It's my autobiography.
Yes.
So we're
Lester's
both
Legacy.
authors. We're
I
both
love it.
humanitarians. And,
Yes.
yeah, because Lester's Legacy is
Lester's
I'm
Legacy.
Lester Montacook III, and I have quite the story.
I want to read it.
It's a riches to rags story, but
Yes.
it's all good.
Yes.
Thank you for this great interview. I mean, this was a good one.
Thank you,
I mean,
Lester.
everyone has something to say,
Mm-hmm.
and the myriad of people, the 600 plus interviews, everyone's enjoyed being interviewed
Mm-hmm.
so far. It's always been one take,
Uh-huh.
and this is an edit, or just 2 pieces, so I don't consider that an edit.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
a splice.
Yeah,
I've never edited anything out.
You shouldn't.
Never rehearsed anything.
No.
It's just 2 people talking,
Yeah.
and hopefully have something to give to others.
Yes.
Advice, guidance.
Guidance.
This last, like I say, wait to hear those interviews I got from the Conscious
I
Life
bet.
Esco.
Oh,
You guys got to
I
go
bet
back
it's
and watch
so-
some of those interviews,
I want
man.
to watch it when I saw it on
They
there, I
are
wanna
great.
watch it.
And there's some that are just fun. Some are from scientists that are doing the most amazing things on the planet.
Yes.
I mean, I've been so blessed in the last 8 months to drive
Yes.
the most myriad of fascinating, fantastic people that it's been great. Oh, look, I got a citation.
Awesome citation.
You see the awesome citation I got that at the...
To Dr. Fantastic. Oh,
Is that
so
the funniest
cool.
thing you ever saw?
Yeah.
So everyone, be fantastic.
Yes.
Obviously, if you're watching this,
Fun,
like and
fucking
share.
tastic.
You're watching this. Be fan-fucking-tastic.
Enjoy your day.
Don't be afraid of that word.
Don't
you
be
know,
afraid of
and
it.
it's the greatest first line ever.
And don't
when you
be
meet.
afraid to be happy.
Don't be afraid to be happy.
Please.
And
Gosh.
you are the star of your movie.
Yes.
You're the director of your movie.
You create
You're
your
the
life.
writer of your movie. Write every scene.
Yes.
She was in my movie for the last 20 minutes. I was in her movie.
Yep.
Make every scene exciting, vibrant,
Yes.
motivational,
Yes.
inspirational,
Yes.
educational, all those things. Here's your little sticker for your phone.
Oh, cool.
You are now a member of the international movement to make the world a better place.
Yay.
Everybody, be fantastic.
Yay.
It's the best. And
It is
and
the
read her
best.
book.
Yes,
And
please,
stop
and
taking heroin. You know,
I know.
Killed my dad.
Oh, it
Kills
did.
a lot of people. But
we were guided to be in this car together.
It's destiny.
You were always guided and supported by the universe.
And how can you not love that name, Chanel number 8?
Oh,
It's the best.
too sweet. And Lester.
Be fantastic, everybody.